to another broadcasting of Mojo News. At the top of headlines today are recent displays of chemical warfare in Syria. Just last year, Syria suffered a loss of 1,400 deaths due to chemical warfare. The deaths are still occurring in Syria from the chemical attacks that happened over a year ago. First, let me take you out to Wellington Lee, who is live in Syria.
Thank you, Paul. I'm really enjoying my job right now. I am standing on a roof right now to obtain a better vantage point on the chemical attacks Syria has used on its citizens. As of now, there has been an estimated 1,400 casualties as a result of the warfare. Now, let's see some of the victims. Here are some of the victims.
Thank you, Wellington, for the on-scene report of chemical warfare. Now moving on to the history. The oldest archaeological evidence of chemical warfare was in the then Roman-controlled Syria in the year 256 AD. The invaders countered the Roman tactic of digging tunnels by the use of burnt sulfur and bitumen, which creates noxious gas which killed many Roman soldiers. In yet another example of in war, in the year 1346, when invaders were trying to take the Crimean city of Kaffa, many of the invaders fell ill to a strange disease. They decided to use the corpses as ammunition to catapult into the city, thinking the stench would kill the soldiers. Unknowingly, they had transferred the Black Plague to the city. The next important development of chemical warfare was during World War I. The war was dubbed as the Chemist War because of the widespread use of chemical agents. At the Second Battle of Ypres, the Germans effectively used chlorine gas against the French, and the use of mustard gas became widespread during the war as well. From 1969 to 1971, the U.S. used Agent Orange in Vietnam. It was originally intended to be a tree killer, to take away the hiding places of the enemy. Unknowingly, soldiers hit by Agent Orange would later develop cancer and other health problems. Anthrax was put in letters addressed to influential people, like Senator Tom Daschle. This was right after 9/11. There were multiple deaths as a result of these attacks. Later, more recently, chemical warfare has become a full circle back to Syria, where sarin gas was used by the government in areas around Damascus to suppress attacks. Now let's send it out to Wellington Lee, where he is live at a Syrian hospital visiting a victim of chemical warfare.
Now let us go visit one of the chemical warfare victims. Oh look, it's Dr. Adipali. Good morning.
Good morning. How may I help you?
We're looking for some information about chemical warfare.
What about chemical warfare?
We're trying to find out more about the effects of chemical warfare on the human body.
Well, as for effects on the human body, chemical weapons can be categorized into four different subcategories: choking agents, blood agents, blister agents, and nerve agents, which tend to be the most dangerous, right?
Yeah.
So choking agents are chemicals that's when a victim inhales, fills their lungs up with fluid and makes it difficult for them to breathe, hence the name choking agents. Blood agents are toxins that are released into the victim's bloodstream and spread throughout their body. Blister agents cause chemical burns on the victim's skin when the victim is exposed to the gas. And finally, nerve agents are gases or any chemical weapons that disrupt the mechanisms by which nerve impulses are transferred, which tend to be chemically based. Now, chemical weapons are especially dangerous because of their ability to affect a large number of people at once and their relative ease of manufacture. So it's really easy to make. These chemicals are all very common, like, cyanide is a blood agent that is usually found in rat poison. Yeah.
Alright, thank you, Wellington, for that great description of all the different types of chemical warfare. And that about wraps us up here at Mojo News. From all of us, have a great day. Hello, I'm Paul French, and welcome to Mojo News, Mojo World News. At the top, hello.
It's not my fault!
I'm a low rider.
Come on, stop.
Okay, I did it. All right.